I'm not. Well, I guess I'm the only one smoking crack.
Hello, hello. Can't see if I have anybody. That's all right. Trying to figure this out one-handed. So if you can see me and hear me, let me know. Hello, Miss Pat. I have a special guest today, and I'm out of pocket. So if you notice, I'm at my daughter's house, and this is Nathan. He's snoozing. He's snoozing. Yep. So he made it home from the hospital today, and I've been trying to. Awesome. How's the video, Miss Pat? Is it grainy, kind of, sorta? It doesn't look real good in the view thing. Yep. Hey, Tasha. Yep. Mr. Nathan is my special guest today. I've got my daughter and my son-in-law over here trying to cook supper. So they got home from the hospital and I got off work and I was like, yay. So then I asked them about me doing a live stream from here and they said it was good. So they didn't mind. So I was like, yay, yay. Yep. Awesome, awesome. So it's the video's okay and the sound is okay? Okay. It doesn't look very clear in the view screen thing, so that's why I was concerned. I am at my daughter's until tomorrow. I have to, after work tomorrow, I have to go back to my mom's to hopefully finish up her estate and things. So I'm on the move again. I'm so tired of traveling. Oh my goodness. And I only get one night with Nathan and Mom before I have to leave. So I'm pretty upset about that. Um, but you know, it's things that have to be taken care of. So I don't have a choice. Anyway, so I was trying to figure out, and Tasha, I know that you use StreamYard, so I was trying to figure out on one computer how I could share the images so Josh got everything moved from Tennessee to the property in Arkansas. So it is all there. And he was working on getting my camper blocked up. Bless his heart. He was doing all this by himself. So the land is still, it's pretty damp because of all the rain. So Josh managed to get stuck on the property, and I had to get I had to get Spicy, who's got my excursion. I had to get Spicy to come pull him with the winch, hook up to the excursion to try to get him situated. Now you're going to hear a lot of racket in the background because grandkids are in and everything like that. So I apologize in advance. There's a bunch of racket. So, but anyway, he got stuck and had to get Spicy to come pull him with the excursion. So I had some pictures This is my oldest grandson. Send yourself an email with the pics, then open the email in your computer you want to use for StreamYard, then save. Well, I have. Hey, Mouse Toes, how are you? I have all the pictures on this computer. I just can't figure out how to share the pictures without a second monitor. I'm like, when I work, I have 3 monitors, so it's kind of hard to figure out how to work with just one. Yep. So that's Aiden. That's my oldest grandson. Anyway, my daughter and her family is over there looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what is she doing? You know, it'll be all right. But anyway, I had pictures of the property saved on this computer, and I can't figure out how to share it. So that's he just darted in and out. That's grandson number 2. That's Logan. Yep. So I can't figure out how to share them. So I'm illiterate on the StreamYard, whole StreamYard thing. So I'll just have to you know, see if I can do it next time when I have 2 monitors. Open in a new window, then click screen share and click on the tab of your pics. Viewers will see it. Okay, let me try that. Let me open this. Maybe I can figure it out. One-handed. One-handed. We got this, Nathan. Do we have this? All right, so I'm not going to be able to see the screen for a minute. Let's see. Application. There we go. See if that works. So I got pictures of Erica in the hospital. So I figured I would show y'all these. And then, well, they're not sorted, so I'm fumbling. So I apologize. Anyway, that's my 3 grandsons right there. I'll go back to the other one in just a minute. So this was me and Nathan FaceTiming from the hospital. I thought that was pretty cool. This is him coming home from the hospital. That's a picture of the campers. I'll go back to that in a minute. All right, let me see. Let me go back to this one. So Josh sent me this one, and I was pretty concerned because of the amount of space in between those 2 campers. So I was like, okay, so can we put like a, you know, like a storage building or something in between those 2? And he said no, there wasn't enough space. So then I told him, send me a picture of the whole thing so I can see where everything is in relation. So this is what he sent me. So I don't know how this is displaying, so y'all let me know if it's okay. So he sent me this, and the big camper is mine, and then the other camper is his. So when he sent me this, I was concerned because of the distance that it looks like that it's close to that tree. So I said, that's not good. So I asked him to take a different image so I could see how it works with the tree. And that's when he sent me this one that shows that it's not really in the door like it looks like it is. So those are the two campers that we have there. So let me check the comments. See what I missed? Because I couldn't see the chat. Thank you, Tasha. Let me go back just a little bit, see what I missed. Thank you. Yes. No, I'm not going to the same property, Mouse Toes. Remember back in the day when I was Southern Ark Homestead, right? The property in Southern Arkansas where I had the cabin, that is the property that I'm going back to. That's where I'm going to be. So I'm going to be back to my Southern Ark Homestead location, but be Discover Sustainable. So that's how that's going to work. Yep. Okay. I'm sorry, Elmast. It'll be better when I'm back in my office and I have both of my monitors. I'm only working with one monitor tonight, so I apologize for the little bitty pictures and not being able to see the chat or anything. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. Josh has been working really hard up there on the property. Thank you very much. This is Nathan. He just made it home from the hospital today. Hey, Naomi, Jordan, do you want to hold him? Is that what you want?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I live next door.
Yeah. So I have to, I was saying earlier, I have to leave tomorrow to go back to my mom's to finish up or continue to do more on her estate. So I only get tonight with him. And oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that, Tasha. Yeah. My sweet potato in a blanket. Yep. He's a hot little tater. Yep. You can tell where he gets his coloring from. Look at this one. Big brother. Big brother. Yep. So anyway, I will be FaceTiming more with him, you know. He's gonna know how to call me. You know, Maddie Jo, Terry's little girl, Spicy's little girl, she'll FaceTime me. She knows how to operate the phone and she'll FaceTime me. Yep. Yeah. So Aiden said, I pulled up my channel and I was watching my channel. He's like, oh, Mama, is that your channel? What's your channel? I need to write that down. I was like, yeah, like and subscribe. It was funny. Yeah, this is why his mom was in the hospital. So we were checking out YouTube channels. Yeah. So it's pretty fun. It's okay. My daughter's cooking, so if y'all hear that in the background, it's all good up in here. There's lots of love going on up in here because they're letting me hold the baby. Yep. So whenever they came in, it was so funny, y'all. I almost died. So when they came in from the hospital, I was actually in a meeting, a virtual WebEx meeting with my boss and some more people that I work with. We were having an actual meeting. So my boss asked me in the WebEx, and everybody, all these people have video on, and we're all talking and, doing business stuff, right? So my boss asked me, so how's the baby, Nina? I was like, well, actually, I think they just walked in the door. And so my boss, who is in Ohio, said, oh my goodness, I want to see him. Go get him. Go get him. So, oh, good. Oh, good. So I had to go get him from Erica, bring him in the area that I have set up as an office in Erica's room, and show him to my boss and my coworkers and everybody via WebEx. It was pretty awesome. They all wanted to see him. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna spend tonight with him, and then I have to leave tomorrow. But so I'm getting closer to actually having a place, right? Um, I've been feeling so disjointed, I guess. He is sleeping hard. He had probably, yeah, almost the whole thing. I mean, there's probably not even a half an ounce left in his bottle, and he was drinking it down. He was hungry. But since Mom has passed away, I've been feeling so disconnected, um, having to be at her house to take care of her business, and then Erica going in the hospital to have the baby, and me coming here, and not being able to, yeah, exactly, back and forth, not being able to get anything done anywhere, you know. Um, so I mentioned previously in a live stream that I did that Spicy ordered chicks, and these are the Brahma chicks. So they came in, and he was at work, and Jamie went and picked him up, and she called him, and she was like, these chicks are like 4 or 5 weeks old. They're big. So I've got to get a place set up for them, and hopefully I can have something planted this year on the Arkansas property at some point. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, yes, Mouse Toes. Yes. I mean, I've, you know, being by myself again. It's kind of, you know, and not being half of a couple. It's, you know, it's hard to get used to sometimes. Are you sure you don't want him? You want him? No. No, I'm not fine. Leave him alone. Hello, Creative Redundancy. How are you?
Who's talking to?
Yeah. Oh, don't trip over that cord down there. Yep. So I've got the grandkids and the dog under my feet, and my daughter's cooking, and her sister-in-law, and all come in and out. So it's a lot going on. A lot going on. Hey, JIT, how are you? Look at my fella. Look at my fella. This is Nathan. Yeah. Erica's going to have her work cut out for her. She's got 3 boys. Yep. 3 boys. I can't wait. And this is Aiden. He's the oldest of her 3. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at him. Yep. You're in a live stream on Discover Sustainable. What do you think about that? Don't know? Yep.
Hey, baby, finally made it to YouTube.
I know, right? Yes, JIT, this is my grandbaby. This is Nathan. He just came home from the hospital today. So he's a new brand one. So I get to hold him tonight. Yep. And I don't know, so JIT, you're up north. C. Dean, how are you? Hey, I didn't see you come in. He weighed 7 pounds and 15 ounces at birth, and he was 21 inches long. So, and it's been so, the weather has been so cool, and I was kind of worried, you know, about the coolness outside. Yes, yes, he is. Anyway, you know, I freeze to death easy. I don't know, since I hit 54, you know, I think my metabolism, and I used to be real hot natured, but I'm not anymore. So that's kind of changed. Oh, a great great niece. Oh, nice. Yep, yep. So he will share. Let's see. No, he won't share the same day, but he was born Tuesday. Yep. Oh, it was below freezing. Yeah. So my thought is, right, with all this colder weather, the planting season is backing up, right, where you have to plant later and later. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect the growing season um, in the South, because we're used to planting all the time. So I think I want to try to figure out a way to have a greenhouse on the property in Arkansas. So I'm kind of looking at different options for that. Um, and I did get notified that they did approve of the water meter going in. So that's going to be a significant expense. Um, I think it's going to cost like $1,000 to have a water meter put in. So we've got that in the works, and I'm pretty excited about that because remember back when we went um, back in the Southern Ark Homestead days, uh, there was no running water on the property. We had a neighbor that we got water from. So that neighbor has since then passed away. So um, I'm pretty excited about having the water at the property. Um, Only the hardy plants are going right now. There are green leaves on them though. Yep, that's good. Absolutely. So I think we have to change the way we think about when we plant because it's going to get cooler and cooler. So I want to try to figure out within the next year how to get a greenhouse. If I have to order a kit or something along those lines, I think that's going to be important. Um, and there's enough property there to not have to worry about where I'm going to put it, right? At mom's, there's no room. What you doing, baby? Oh, you sitting down? Okay. There's no room to put a greenhouse or even, a garden or whatever. Yeah. Um, Vern did mouse toes. It's always good to have a Vern. Yep. So I'm thinking that, we can try to figure out something like that at the property because I can't do it at mom's. There's no room. But I think if you're growing food, you're going to have to make preparations for the cooler weather and the shortened growing season. I think it's wise to take that into consideration and plan out how you are going to handle that. With the interrupted supplies, with the lumber, right? I don't know that lumber, I'm hoping that the price will come down, but right now lumber is super expensive. So I don't even know that I could afford to get the lumber and maybe have Josh build it if it would be more feasible to get a kit, So I've got to look at those options, but that's something that I'm rolling around in my head. Try to put it down on paper. Just plan it. Yeah, absolutely, mouse toes. It is. Yeah. Even if you created redundancy, even if you did plant in containers, if they're not protected, they're not going to be able to survive the cooler weather because the cooler weather is becoming later and later. Hey, Jay, yes, this is my grandbaby. This is Nathan. This is his mama. She's just the one that had him. So, but he came home from the hospital today. So I get to spend tonight with him before I have to leave tomorrow. Yep, polycarbonate. Absolutely, mouse toes. Absolutely. Yep. So my daughter is cooking. This is my grandson. Whoop, by the way, this is my grandson Aiden. My daughter's oldest son. Yeah, yeah. You gonna take him? You gonna take him from me? You just gonna take him?
Yeah, just for a minute. My turn.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Pat. I'm pretty proud of her. She did a fabulous job. Yep.
She rules.
Yep. So my daughter's sister-in-law and her daughter is over here. They came to see Nathan, and I was hogging him. So I apologize. I didn't mean to hog him, y'all. But the attorney with Mom's estate called, and I have to go back to Mom's tomorrow after work. So I'm going to have to load everything up and go back to Mom's. So I only get tonight with Nathan. So I'm pretty ticked about that, but it is what it is. This thing's got to be taken care of. Yep. So this is, how do you pronounce it? Paisley. This is Paisley. So this is my daughter's sister-in-law's baby, and she's 1 year old. So cute, so stinking cute. Yep. So this is Nathan's cousin. And hey, honey, how are you? She's like, I don't like you, woman. Yep. Her name's Paisley. She's a cutie pie. So anyway, that's what I got going on. I'm not too happy about it, but I know, creative redundancy. Yep. But anyway, poor Josh, he has had a time of it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he called and he said, hey, I got a problem. Yeah, that's it, Tasha. She gives me the side eye, the squint eye. So from here, it's like sorry. It's like 2.5 hours from here to Mom's. So not a bad drive. I'm down here in the South and amongst all the family and everything. It's not like being in Tennessee. Yeah. I would be shot, Jay. Yeah. That's the one thing I taught my daughter how to do is shoot, and I would be shot. I can tell you. Yep, the stink eye. Mean mugging. Yep, mean mugging me. So I'll get off work tomorrow and get everything loaded up and drive the 2.5 hours to Mom's, and then get that business handled. So, but I'm close enough. I'm like the property, the Arkansas property is like an hour from here, maybe an hour and a half. So I'm closer to the baby and Erica, 30 minutes from Spicy. Josh is going to be at the property with me. So I'm closer to my kids and my grandkids, so I'll be able to see and take care and visit. So yeah, absolutely close enough to get to them if they need me, but far enough away that grandma doesn't have a drinking problem. Because I've been by myself a long time. So, yes. So Jay, he was 7 pounds and 15 ounces at birth, and he was 21 inches long when he was born. And like I said, he came home today from the hospital, and they walked in as I was in a meeting with my boss and a bunch of other coworkers, and so my boss was screaming, "And we want to see the baby!" So he was in a virtual conference. Yes, he was breaking in. Yep, photo bombing, camera bombing. Oh my goodness! Hey, common man, 49. Dang it, that's cold. Look, it gets down to around 60 and I start shivering. The other day, I did a WebEx with a pretty blue blanket around me because I was freezing to death. And I couldn't figure out how to turn the heat on in Erica's house, and they weren't here. She was in the hospital, so I had to do my WebEx with a blanket around me. It was a fashion statement, can I say? And everybody was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm freezing and I don't know how to turn the heat on." I couldn't figure it out. It was operator error. Wasn't anything wrong with our unit, but it was operator error. I couldn't figure it out. That's right, JIT. That's right. Hey, Christy. Yep. Them grandkids, they'll be FaceTiming me because Maddie Jo does it all the time. She'll FaceTime me and be telling on mom and daddy. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I love it. Love it. I think we made we made the right decision to move back home from Tennessee because I have no family up there. And I just don't think that's the place for me to be. Yes, absolutely. Tasha, absolutely. I don't know. That's not, I don't have hypothyroidism, but I'm not as hot natured as I used to be. Now, come summertime, I'll be whining, but I have good air conditioner, so yeah. Yeah, me too, Mouse Toes. I need to regroup, step back and punt. That's what I call it. Absolutely. Yep. Hey, Paisley. Yep. So anyway, I hope so, Mouse Toes. I hope so. You know, I'm too stubborn to be kept down for long. I'm hard headed. Yeah, hard headed. So I got I haven't set up my beehive yet. I got a new beehive for the Arkansas. Well, I got it for Tennessee, but I'm going to have it on the Arkansas property. I don't know that I'm going to go as many beehives as I did in Louisiana before I left to go to Tennessee. I think that was a little much for me to take care of by myself. I think you're right, Tasha. I think you're right. Yep. So I don't ever plan on giving up my family for a man ever again. Ever. Can I say? So, but I have my beehive ready. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to have as many hives as I did in Louisiana before I left to go to Tennessee. I think that was too much for me. So I think I'm only going to have like 2 or 3 at most. I like having the honey and I like having the pollinators close enough. So that'll be coming at some point in the future. If you go back after this is over, Jay, you can see the pictures that I took of the campers on the property. Remember, I don't remember back in the Southern Ark Homestead days, the property where I had the cabin. That's where I'm going, back to that same property. So Josh got everything moved from Tennessee. It took like 4 trips back and forth to Tennessee. So he got everything moved, all the campers, the camo camper, the Mallard, which is a small one that I had, that I went. He got the big 5th wheel camper there and his camper there and the cabins at the back of the property. So yeah, so it's not a totally new place. Nope. He is, Mouse Toes. He is. So I'm going back to my Southern Ark Homestead location. And we're having the water meter installed and septic will be next. And the cabin is still over in the back of the property by the pond that my mom's husband, Pat, built. So hopefully I can check and see what is left in the pond, if there's still, it was stopped at one time. So hopefully there's still fish in there. If not, we can stock it, but it's a large pond. So I think it's good, it's already built. I got a shark in my background here. Yeah. So there's enough property there to do what I want to do. So you're right, Jay. You are right. But, at least you can see a long way. You don't have to worry about them freaking mountains, But don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tell you that I didn't like Tennessee. Tennessee is beautiful. It is beautiful. The view is beautiful. But I don't have any family there. And so I don't think it's the place for me. I think I need to stay in the South. Yeah. Absolutely, Christy. So anyway. So that's what I got going on. I'm really upset that I have to head out to Mom's tomorrow. And Nathan just got home from the hospital today. Okay, Tasha, thank you very much. But I've never shucked my responsibility. So I need to go and handle that business and take care of it and, put it to rest. So it's not something I want to do. I would much rather stay here and love on Nathan, but I can't do that. So anyway, so that's all I've got going on. I think I'm going to not do a very long live stream tonight because there's a lot of people in here right now. So, but anyway, I thank y'all very much for coming and hanging out with me and seeing the baby. Yeah. I will, Mouse Toes. I will. So hopefully next week will be, I'll have more photos of the property and I can bring y'all along for the progress that we make on that. And I'll be more settled. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, y'all, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all, and I'm so glad you came to visit with me today. So I'm going to see y'all next week, and we'll talk to you. Hang on. Hey, can you talk to him? That's your brother. Good Lord. Thank you, Mary Beth. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey, she was on the last one.
What do you do?
Watch that